Hi everyone, welcome back to the Nomadic Budgeter, where I'm using zero-based budgeting and cash envelopes to fund an adventurous life with variable pay. So in today's video, I'm going to go through my weekly budget plan, and for the income that I will be receiving this week, I'm going to make a plan for how we're going to save that. So the income that I am receiving this week is $777 for my full-time job right now, and that is based off of my base salary. So there are a couple of bills that will be coming out. This period that it's for is February 16th through the 22nd. So on the 17th, I have payment for a car wash subscription. That's not something I'm going to be participating in long term, but it is the throes of winter here in Utah, and in order to get all the salt and grime and everything off my car on a regular basis, it actually just makes more sense for me to have this car wash subscription so I can go as often as I'd like. The total amount of that is $33, but I already have $17 saved towards it, so I'm going to apply the other $16 from this paycheck. And then the other expense I have is on the 22nd, and that is my cell phone, Verizon. It is a total of $56, but I've already saved half of it, so I will be putting $28 towards the remaining amount due. Okay, groceries for my cash wallet is going to receive $50. Dining out will get $25. Drinks will get $20. And gas is going to get $40, because that's how much it costs me to drive to work. I have to drive up the mountain to work. Spending is $50. Okay, so income total for my weekly bills is $44. So that puts me at $733 remaining. And then for my cash wallet, I have a total here of $185. Which has me with, remaining, I should write that there, but I messed up, oh well, we'll just roll with it, of, let's see, $548. Okay, now high priority. So if you saw my last video where I went through my highest priorities financially right now, my goals that I'm working towards, I came up with these numbers for these various 5 categories, these top 4 being the highest priority, and then travel will falls shortly below those, but I still really want to prioritize it, so I have it linked in with these other ones. And in that video, I mentioned that it's $672 for these totals right here. And you can see I have $548 remaining. So I'm not going to be able to get 100% on all of these this week based on my base pay. Now, I am working some overtime, and I will apply that separately. And the reason I want to apply it separately is primarily a mental thing, because I have been working 50-hour work weeks for 10 weeks straight, and that's not accounting for the time to and from my travel to work. And so I spend a lot of time out of my day consumed with work, and I am earning a decent income just with the base pay, but definitely the overtime really is having me be able to achieve the things that I want to financially. And so The reason why I want to break it out separately is as a reminder to myself that this is what I can achieve with my base pay, but there's so much more that I can achieve with that overtime that I'm working. And so it gives me a more gives me a stronger spirit about working those extra hours. So anyway, we are going to meet the minimums on all of these top four. So we're going to do 160 in taxes, 122 in month ahead. We're going to give 40 to debt and 88 to emergency fund. Travel, I'm only going to be able to put $50 into travel right now, and that's going to total to $460. Oops, the page moved. $460 that I have going towards my high priority, with a remaining amount of $88 to go to my other sinking funds. The reason why I didn't want to just throw this money into travel and forgo these other lower priority sinking funds is because not funding these will eventually catch up with me. That's something that I've definitely faltered with in the past, is just funding the necessities and the high priorities and letting go of these other ones. But for example, I do have a P.O. box in South Dakota that I pay for annually. My car registration will catch up with me in December. Car maintenance is a necessity, even if it's not in this exact moment. So these are things that I want to still apply funds to. And with my overtime, will be able to catch up a bit more on this travel when I account for that. So right now we're just gonna throw a little bit into medical, just a couple bucks. Provisions, that's gonna just get $10. So provisions are things like household items, I guess people would say, or like hygiene products, beauty products to some extent, things like that I buy on a recurring basis, but not necessarily every month. So I don't want it to go into the grocery fund because I don't need it every single month, but it'll sometimes happen where a lot of these things run out at the same time, and so it's a large expense, so I did start a sinking fund for that. Car maintenance is owed $18, and that's not just an arbitrary number. Since I've gotten a lot of work done on my car recently, I'm kind of in a reset phase for the most part. There's maybe one more thing that I want to fund for, but in general, the funding will be about 9 cents per mile put on the vehicle, and so that's going to be $18. And technology is getting $5. P.O. box is $6, and vehicle registration is $5. So the total here is 46. Self-care, wardrobe, hobbies, outings, comfort, celebrations, gifts. These are all lower priority, but all things that I want to put some money towards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do $5 for each of these, which will be 35. Oops, kind of an ugly 5, but so that's 35. I don't know why I put that one over there. 46 plus 35, 11, carry the 1, 5, 8, 80 is $81. So I have $7 remaining. Let's go sinking funds is $81. So that's $7 remaining. For the $7, what I want to do is I want to actually get a little bit ahead on the next week's bills. So I'm just going to write bills ahead. I wrote that really weird. And we're going to just add $7 into that extra. Just to kind of give me a little bit of a break coming up. I do have a month ahead, which is a priority, but if you watch my other video, you know that I do seasonal work, I do contracts, I work somewhere between 7 and 8 months out of the year. So during those other months, I'm not collecting an income. And so this is helping me bridge the gap between my winter contract and my summer contract. This is where I just kind of want to try to start getting a little bit ahead on those bills, just to have like a little buffer or wiggle room if something were to happen while I'm still working. So that is it. That is $777 accounted for. And I'm going to come back in a second and we're going to do a cash denomination breakdown so I can see what bills I need in order to do my cash stuffing. Okay, I'm back with my breakdown sheet. I got this one from Lily Budgets. I just downloaded it from Etsy. I think it's meant to be like just used digitally, but I don't have an iPad or anything like that. And maybe I will in the future, but right now I'm happy using this planner. And so I just printed it out. And it's not really the right size to put in the planner, but that doesn't matter because I don't need to keep it forever. So I'm just gonna move things over a little bit so that I can work with this. Okay, so the point of this, if you haven't seen this process before, is that I'm going to tell myself what denominations I need in order to cash stuff my envelopes with the exact amount based on what I need for each category. So starting with car wash, in order to make $16, I can do a 10, a 5, and a 1. $16. Verizon, I need a 20, a 5, and 3 ones to make 28. Bills ahead, I think I'll do that as a 5 and 2 ones. Groceries, if 50 is fine. Dining out, we'll do a 20 and a 5. Drinks, and by drinks I mean anything like energy drinks. I'm kind of a sucker for those, coffee or alcohol, whatever sounds good. And I'll just do 2 10s on that actually. Gas is gonna be 2 20s, and spending is going to be a 50 is fine. All right, taxes is 160. Month ahead is 122, so 2, a 20, 100. Debt, 240s is good. Emergency is 88, so 1 2 3 5, that's 8, and then 50, 70, 80, one of each. Travel is just gonna get a 50. Medical is 2. Provisions is a 10. Car maintenance, I'll just write car. That's going to be 18. So 10, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18. Tech is 5. P.O. box is 6. And then registration is 5. Self-care is 5, and it's 5 for all of these. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that'll cover all of the other categories. Okay, so now I'm going to count them vertically in total here, which is going to give me the number of each bill that I need, and then I will multiply it, and that'll give me the dollar amount that I need of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 7 is 16 fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So 2 100s is 200. 5 50s is 250. 8 20s is 160. 7 10s is 70. 16 5s is 80. 5 10 15 20 25 30 35 40 45 50 55 60 65 70 75 80. Yeah, yes, it is 80. And 17 ones, I can do that. 17. All right, so now let's add all this together. So that is 450 plus 100 is 550 plus 60 is 610. That gets us 680. 760 and 777. All right, that is correct. Cool. That's the total we need here. Matches here. Yay. So in my next video, I will actually have this cash denominations, and I will be stuffing them into my binders, my envelopes, and we will just keep moving along on this train. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And I hope to see you around following me on my phase 1 journey for my financial goals. I'll see you next time.